You are now listening to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
My name is DJ Vince Adams. I absolutely appreciate what the Chicago Clubhouse crew is doing for the city of Chicago.
Hey, young world, what's good? It's your boy Bernard Varian, a.k.a. B Twice.
What up? This is Rasheed Davis, former Chicago Bear wide receiver.
Hey, my name is Lemuel Stinson, a.k.a. Lemonhead, formerly of the Chicago Bears.
What's up? My name is C.J. Watson, former Bulls guard and bench bomb creator.
This is two-time six-man all-star baller Ricky Deuces Pierce.
What's up, people? This is Chicago radio legend Rick Party, the voice you hear everywhere.
My name is Pee-wee from the movie House Party.
This is Megan Martinez from the Good and Funny Podcast.
Hey, this is Bubba Ball from the Shits Podcast.
Hey, this is Nika from One Shot Wellness, repping from the ATL, dropping some drips on that Chi-Town Clubhouse Podcast.
This is Sherry, and you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
You're now rocking with Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast.
Where they think they know everything.
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 But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit.
But they don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But they really don't know shit.
But honestly, they don't know shit.
Hey, I smell something. I smell something. I smell podcast. The Chicago Clubhouse Podcast Show.
They really don't know shit.
You already know what time it is.
You see this Eddie Jackson jersey right here? Take this.
This dude literally just took my soul.
So I didn't like playing with Brett Favre at all.
You could have waited until the draft if you wanted to look at another quarterback. You didn't have to sign Andy Dalton, who is really nothing but a backup.
Evander Holyfield is 58 years old. What you want to fight a 58-year-old man?
But man, he wants to keep fighting.
Because he want to fight him. Okay, it's an exhibition.
But yeah, it's an exhibition because
this ain't Drago and Apollo Creed, man. Ain't nobody about to.
Man, Martin and Tommy Hearns was an exhibition. You saw what happened to Martin.
This could hurt.
Thanks, Hayden. Nothing but the best.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, bro, tough for real, man.
Yeah, man. He like tougher than some grown folks I know, man.
That as a coach, your job is to give your players the best opportunity to have success.
Michael Jordan, when he came back at LeBron James' age, he was a straight up nothing.
That is blasphemy on his computer right now.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Without Dennis Rodman, I couldn't see them winning like they did those second three championships. I can't see it.
I agree.
And now I'm the voice of SportsCenter on ESPN. Now on SportsCenter. Tonight, LeBron James. And whatever.
Do you guys really coach how exactly to tackle correctly? Because I see it all over the league now. People cannot tackle like they did whenever you guys played. But do you guys practice tackling at all?
We are back. We are back. And welcome to the podcast where we think we know what we're talking about, but we really don't know shit. But today is going to be a great podcast. We're going to talk these Chicago Bears after this heartbreaking ass loss to Green Bay. But a lot of us deep down inside, we kind of knew that they weren't going to win. But because we're such fans of the Bears, we really, really wanted them to win. Our heart was there, but come on, we football fans too. We kind of knew that, we were being optimistic. But the arrogance of Aaron Rodgers, man, this motherfucker said, I own you. I own this beer. I own my phone. He told a fan, I own the Bears. How offended did you get? I know I got offended. This motherfucker said he owned the Bears. But, I mean, can we really be mad, though? Because he beats our ass every season. You know, what's his record? Like 22 out of 27? So, I mean, I'm offended, but I can't really be mad at that, man. He beats our ass all the time. But before we even get more into the Bears, that's like bad news. We got a winner in Chicago. The Ladies of the Sky. I'm not even going to act like I know everything about the Sky because I don't. I don't know shit. But I'm willing to learn, though. And we're going to talk about that a little later. Sherry's going to come on and talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Bulls are kicking off the season tonight after going undefeated. Man, I can't wait because I actually bought into some season tickets, so I will be at some of those games as well. And before I bring in my All-Star team, I always kick off the podcast like this. I got beer. Moore's, raise your standards. See that? It tastes like chocolate. It's a porter. It's really, really good. Man, I'm telling you, I don't even really drink dark beer like that, but this is good. It just came out. He has an IPA, and then he has the session ale. But I figured I'd drink the porters today because I like it. And it's 8.3 ABV, but you can't even tell. You can't even tell. It just sneaks up on you. Anyway, I'm bringing my All-Star team. Oh, and one more thing. We have a new segment today called Bears Fans Sound Off. So when we begin that segment, go ahead, click that link that I put in the group. The link is exclusive to us, to our group. Go ahead, click that link. We'll try to get you in here. We're not going to be able to get to everybody, but we're going to do our best. All right, let me go. Malt liquor, Coke 45. Nah, dog, this ain't no malt liquor, man. This is fine, finished beer. This is really good beer. Craft beer. It ain't no damn malt liquor. Come on, man. How insulting was that? All right, let me bring in my All-Star team, man. First up, Stat Man knows every single stat from every single team since the 80s and 90s, basketball and football. JB!
What's going on, T?
What's up, JB?
Man, still trapping the house. You know how I go.
Right. Bulls kick off the season, man.
Tomorrow.
They're kicking it off tomorrow.
Yep.
Who they up against?
Ooh, I forgot. I was watching
I'll tell you in a minute.
I was watching that Brooklyn-Milwaukee game to kick off the season, and like my man Bullet said, we got something to do in 45 minutes.
Okay. We gonna try to hurry it up. Next up, my man, the X Factor. AB, get on in here, man.
Hey, guys. You know what? Why am I wearing this damn Bears hat? Hang on. Let's get the damn right hat. All right. Bull season. Here we go.
Damn, that was real somber. Hi, guys.
I just realized how mad I was.
Yeah, I know, man. All of us were kind of heartbroken, man. We were kind of heartbroken, but
so the Bulls have the Pistons tomorrow.
That's right. Cade Cunningham.
Okay.
And then Cade Cunningham isn't playing. He's actually out.
Already?
Yeah, already. That's kind of what I thought too. And then they have the Pelicans on Friday.
No Zion, though, right?
No Zion either.
Yep.
So they need to start this season 4-0 because they have a 13-game stretch after that is ridiculous. So they need to start off good.
Then we have something else to cheer about, right?
I mean, we have to have something at this point.
Hey. Well, you know what? I'm going to say this, guys. As disappointed as we are at what happened Sunday, there was a lot of opportunities for us to win that game. Like a couple of plays here and there. Like that defense played phenomenally.
All right, D-Up. I'm going to put it back on.
Wait a minute. What? What did you say?
He told me not to flip-flop my hat, but I threw it too far away, so it ain't coming back on right now.
What did you say, JV?
Oh, I said I felt the defense played phenomenally. Like that defense they held Aaron Rodgers to under 200 yards passing.
Yeah.
They held Devontae Adams to four catches for like 89 yards. Like the Bears defense played very well.
Yeah, but
it was attrition. They was on the field so long.
Very well.
We have the worst offense in the league. And you can't win games. You can't win games when you have the worst offense in the league. I don't care.
3.5 quarters, that Bears defense was dominant.
Got Aaron Jones to death.
The offense.
No, he only had 75 yards and one receiving touchdown.
A hard 75 yards on our heads.
Okay, a hard 75.
And then A.J. Dillon came in and was beating us up too.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Attrition kills at the end.
Attrition.
Of the game,
like I said last week when we were talking on Saturday, that Bears defense came out like gangbusters. They were sacking Aaron Rodgers. They were getting pressure. Devontae Adams was not getting loose. You have to realize when that defense stays on the field that long, eventually they're going to wear down. That's just how this game goes. So you can't look at the final score. No, listen, you can't look at the final score and not look at the stats and the breakdown and say that defense didn't play well. You can't do that.
They didn't play terrible. They weren't terrible. But, I mean, played very well.
When the last time you seen Aaron Rodgers throw for under 200 yards?
I can't give him that. I mean, okay, he threw for under 200
When's
yards.
The last time you seen Devontae Adams?
They did well as far as the
no
passing
touchdown.
game.
Come on,
They did well as far as the passing game. We said that they have to try to eliminate or slow down Devontae Adams, which they did. Kudos. But then Green Bay said, all right, well, we're going to kill you another way then. We're going to kill you another way.
So, AB, before
Aaron Jones does to death.
No, before that last touchdown Rodgers had, wasn't the score 17-14?
It was, yes. So after they got down the field and scored again, what you were hoping for was for that defense to step up one more time and stop him, even just hold him to a field goal. And just like Terrence kind of just said, they killed us. They went down the field. If you look at the game stats, it's not, crazy. Like first downs were pretty even. It was 22-21 Packers. We had a better third down efficiency rate, but the time of possession was 32 minutes to 27 for the Packers. So, yes, it was a little over, but JB, I don't think that was enough really in my eyes to call that the reason why they lost this game. The reason why they lost this game is because you have to put up 20 to 24 points, and we can't score. Every time we play these playoff teams, we can't get 20 points. It's happening over and over.
So do you feel Bill Lazor called that whole game?
I do. And I know there's a lot of people saying that, oh yeah, well he came in. Yes, Nagy might come in and, throw the gavel on something. I just don't think that's the case, guys. I just think that we're not there yet on offense. I don't think they can't even operate a normal screenplay.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Looking horrible.
That was terrible.
I literally saw this dude Nagy behind the damn White Palace Grill menu before the game was over. What the fuck was he doing if he wasn't calling plays? Was he ordering the burger? What was he doing?
But let me say this. With the exception, and I'm still questioning this call anyway. But the exception of one bad holding call on third down when Khalil Herbert actually got the first down. Khalil Herbert ran for 97 yards. Khalil Herbert almost had 100 yards rushing himself. 19 carries. 5.1 yards a carry. So there are some things to look forward to, some bright spots. Now, a couple of passes, Justin missed, but for the most part, I think it was 16 or 27. So that's like what, 59 point something percent, if I'm close to 60, right?
I didn't hear you, JB. Say that one more time.
I said Justin Fields was like 16 or 28, 16 or 27, which is like 59, if my math is right, like 59 and some change, almost 60% completion percentage.
Yeah.
One touchdown to Mooney, one interception, one
garbage interception. Don't even.
Mike said it was going to be. He said he was going to throw one of those learning interceptions, and really, he almost threw two.
I mean, but that he learned.
That one of them was a free play.
He learned that he needs to look for flags whenever he thinks that there's a free play.
That's that teachable moment.
That's what happened. It was a teaching moment.
That's that teachable moment.
It never should have happened, and that was something else that was very telling. In this game was that the penalties. My God, it was 7 for 54 yards on us, but they had 3 for 51, and that's that long pass interference they had when they tried to throw the ball down the field to our guy. Finally, JB, they tried to extend the field. I don't understand why we got away from it though.
Well, let me say one more thing that changed some momentum, and I'm going to keep harping this because I want this guy to play well, right?
Yeah.
But how many more personal fouls are we going to get from Mario Edwards, man?
Dope, man. Oh my God.
So this kid, I mean,
they scored on that drive, man.
This time he had a hold of his face mask, but he had to have learned from last week. You can't do that in this league. The second guy always gets caught no matter what you do.
Go back earlier.
Stop doing that, man.
He pointed in Rodgers' face like this and told him he wasn't nothing, and they threw the flag again.
It's just garbage, but that's what the NFL is.
Hey, you talk to him, you know what he said.
I mean, you can pretty much guess what he said.
I'm just kidding. Man.
You want to pay for the all 22 with the audio, I'm sure you can figure it out.
If you're a professional football player, you know the rules. As much as they may suck, you got to follow that shit, or else you're going to hurt your team.
Yep.
But see, that 15-yard penalty, especially when you just had them on a sack, which would have resulted in 2nd and 10, and one would have been 3rd and some, what was that, maybe like 3rd and 13 or something crazy like that?
I'd have to go back and look, honestly.
So, but the point being is the Bears defense had them in some unfavorable positions that with those penalties ended up being scores.
Yes, but also what they had, and this is kind of what Terrence was saying, and I don't disagree with him on this. Aaron Jones, 13 carries, 76 yards. That's 5.8 a click.
Yeah.
A.J. Dillon, 11 carries, 59 yards. It's 5.4 a click. They're still giving up runs. This team is having a problem against run teams, and it's not going to get easier. It's killing me because I can see this pass rush really forming into something great, and even the pass defense is playing better. Just like you said, JP, they held Aaron Rodgers under 200 yards, but you can't have this running game going off on you like that, and I don't understand. You've got all your dogs in there now. What's going on? Why are you getting pushed around at the line so much? There's so many questions I don't have answers to. I'm on full fucking blow up mode. I am.
It's the chunk yardage that's killing us. That's what's killing us. It's the chunk yardage, and I don't know if from the point of the attack, because the Bears are definitely getting good push, but for some reason, I mean, is it gap assignments? Is it here we go again with this missed tackling, or is Aaron Jones just a beast and was just?
I mean, yes, Aaron Jones is a beast.
All of the above.
But A.J. Dillon got.
A.J. Dillon got off too. He did.
It's not changed. I don't know, guys. I've been trying to wrap my head around it the past 2 days, and I have no answer. All I know is we have the worst offense in the league. We have the worst.
The last, yeah.
Worst,
when are we, 16 points a game? 16 points something
I
a game?
believe. I'd have to look. I don't even like looking because it just disgusts me. I
just like numbers, so.
I'm so over it. I'm so tired of this same shit every week, guys. Every time we play a team that's above average, we get our heads kicked in. Every freaking time. And then we go up against these non-playoff teams and we look like world beaters again. And then we get hope again and we get happy. And then what happens?
Get smacked back to reality by a real team.
Yes. Wrong. We lose. I'm so fed up with it. Like, I'm tired of this group. And guess what? Nagy's got one more year because they're going to let him develop Justin Fields. Ryan Pace is going to have one more year because he's got a contract for one more year. So going to have both of them one more year. You can't really change a whole lot with this team because they are cap struck right now.
Very much so.
Kicking the can down the road. It's not going to change. We have no cap room. We're going to get cap room next year solely because guess what? They're going to add $30 million to the cap. It's the only reason.
That's the only reason.
We have to fucking pay Roquan Smith. What are we going to do with that? Like, there's so many holes in this team. We have no draft capital. We have no cap. I don't see this getting better next year. I think it's going to be trotted out the same next year. But hopefully Justin Fields can learn on this offseason. But then again, who has Nagy ever developed? Name me one player that he's developed.
I can't. He gets a little.
Do it despite him, right?
But remember, they give him a little credit for Alex Smith. They gave him a little credit for Alex Smith, which to me, Alex Smith was already pretty good quarterback. So
he don't get no credit for Patrick Mahomes?
Can you really give him credit for Patrick Mahomes?
Well, I mean, yeah, why not?
So when did Patrick Mahomes go off?
He didn't even play his rookie year.
He didn't play his rookie year. He went off.
No, he didn't. But I'm saying
he was gone.
And here's another thing.
He practiced.
That next year, he came out and said he still didn't know how to read a Mike linebacker. Who was his coach?
Well, then never mind then. Never mind. That says enough right there.
He couldn't even teach him what a mic was? I mean,
so maybe it wasn't Nagy.
Yes, Chris. No, it's not panicking, Chris. It's not panicking. It's me being a realist. This has happened the past 2 years. It's the same story since 2018. We lose against good teams. We beat bad teams. We're in mediocrity. We are in football hell right now.
And we'll get one lucky win. We'll get one lucky win. Like
we don't even have
when we beat the Bucks.
Pick. We don't even have a first-round pick.
Yeah, we seem to never have those, do we?
I mean, you had to give that up for Fields. I get it. Yeah. What? We have a second-round pick. I don't know if we have a third or a fourth. I know we don't have a sixth. They just gave up that for a punt returner. Yeah.
Jakeem Grant.
Yeah. Who's great and would be an awesome asset on a playoff team, but I don't think we're a playoff team. I don't.
So I'm gonna go with the glass half full approach only because I have seen the development of Justin Fields. I've seen the maturation over the last couple of weeks over Justin Fields. Like 16 or 27. So everybody's like, he played horrible. No, that's 60% pass completion, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I would just say the play calling would have to be changed just a little bit more, right? Because now eventually he's going to have to throw the ball 30, 35 times. Eventually.
It's coming.
It's coming.
You can kind of slowly see it a little bit more. He's throwing a little bit more every game. But do you think, JB, that he's learning because of Nagy, or you think he's just learning because he's a smart player? Because I don't think Nagy is the one that's necessarily helping him grow. I think he's growing with Laser and in spite of what Nagy does.
I think it's Laser and DiFilippo, the quarterback's coach. I think it's those two. And the reason I say that is because if you notice, the type of throws are even changing.
Yeah.
You know, not just the play calling, but the type of throws. He's doing a lot of bucket passes that are between coverages. He's doing a lot of plays where he's got to have over routes between high lows, so he's got to read the linebacker. He's got to read the depth of the safety. So he's doing things. Yeah, he's doing things that a mature quarterback is expected to do, but they're just spoon-feeding him.
But that's the thing.
That bucket pass to Allen Robinson.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was on the money, wasn't it?
Yeah. He has these throws that make you feel like that, Terrence. You're like, oh my God. And then he gives me anxiety because he holds onto the ball so damn long.
No.
I don't know what he's doing. Yes. Don't you even with me. You know he does.
That's
He
because
holds that
people
ball
are
way
not
too
getting
long.
open, AB.
Not,
People are not getting open and creating separation.
But your
no, that's not
internal
completely
clock
true.
in your
He's
head
not
needs
not
to go
holding
off.
on to the ball because he don't know what he's doing. He's waiting for someone to get open.
But that's still
A-Rod
not
was in
knowing
the
what you're
middle,
doing.
wide open, and he held that
No,
ball.
that's
because
not
he
knowing
wasn't
what
supposed
he's.
to look at
That's
those reads,
not
right?
him not knowing what he's doing. That's the receivers not knowing how to get open.
No,
The guy was open, Terrence. He was
They're
wide
trying
open.
to create separation, but they're not. That's why
listen.
Justin's holding on to the ball. He doesn't want to throw an interception.
Listen, two things for sure, one thing for certain. He holds on the ball too long, waiting for people to get open when he should trust his athleticism and run, especially for those first downs. He should just tuck the ball, run, and go get them first downs. Slide, get out of bounds, whatever. Keep the drive
I'll
going.
agree with that. I'll agree with that.
Get quicker.
Yes.
If you
Keep
don't
the
see your
drive going.
reads, 1, 2, 3, come back to 1. No, go.
I'm out. Yes.
So then we can say that he spends too much time looking for a receiver.
Well,
but let's say that.
So that goes to my second point. In the NFL, 1 to 2 steps of separation is considered open.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say it's not, but that much. But that's
But they have not been getting that though.
No, they have. If you watch
when they've got it, he's hit them or he's thrown towards them. He may not hit them all the time.
So one really, really bad pass that should have ended in a scoring drive, at least a field goal, was that interception. Now, the maturation tells you until you hear a whistle or you see the flag, the laundry on the field, you don't just take that shot. You just don't. But guess what? That's 3 more points that could have been added to your total, at least because you were in field goal position.
Yeah.
So you can't carelessly throw the ball away. That's a learning process. And if you do throw the ball away out the back of the end zone, make sure you get it there.
I don't even think he needs to throw it there. Why don't you just throw it to the sidelines?
Because if you watch the play, he clearly thought he had a free play and Allen Robinson was going to go. He did that twice and Allen Robinson stopped both times.
Yeah.
He stopped both times.
Yeah. And okay, so we've got a ton of questions in here already in the comments, guys.
Well, hey, let's get it. Let's go.
Get to this real quick. Okay, so first of all, Facebook user, you need to back out of this. You need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and register so we know who you are. We want to know who we're talking to on here, guys. So please do that so we can put your comments up and we know who it is. But this guy asked if he thought we had to move up in the draft to get Fields. Yes, we did. I was one of those guys early that year. We had a draft show, and I thought he was going to fall. I did. I thought he was going to be there too. But I had some other people telling me, okay, well, Washington was thinking about taking him. Minnesota was looking at him as well. So he probably wouldn't have been there for us. So they absolutely had to do what they had to do to get him. 100%.
This is what I was afraid of. Now people are questioning, well, damn, Justin, maybe he's not that good. So he probably would have been available later in the draft.
I don't think that's the case. No. That's not the case.
I do think some people are second guessing now. I do think some people are saying,
It's not second guessing because if you watched him at Ohio State, if you listen to the reporters that watched him every day, I listened to one guy in particular. He was from Bleacher, and he said that Justin needed time. He said that he shouldn't start in the NFL, and that was the day I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. He needs to sit, and that's why I went on that sit train because I from all I heard was, oh, he holds on to the ball too long. His internal clock doesn't go off right away. Yes, he can make those throws, but sometimes he gets kind of weird about it. That's what we've seen so far. Bar none, everything that I've heard from him in college right now is the truth, except the slacking part, because obviously he's not that guy.
And he can read. He won't not read.
He just can't yet. He's not
so
there yet.
You do know the comment that you just read basically was like Justin might have been available later.
Well,
which
that's
pretty much means that Justin maybe he's
no.
What?
But I was one of those that thought that too. But then after after the draft, I saw some videos about like other teams were actually calling about him, that they wanted to take him, and Washington was planning on taking him if he fell to them at 18. So that's just not the case. It's
No,
just
he
not.
wouldn't have been available.
No.
And Ron Rivera would have definitely stuck it to the Bears.
Yeah. And another question we have here from Christopher is, do you think we got the play callers, or is it the play calling? Or sorry, you think we have the players, or is it the play calling? If we had Russell Wilson, how do you think this offense would look? I think this offense would still be in problems because Russell Wilson would still be having the same issues that Justin Fields has. He doesn't have time to throw the ball. I mean, yeah, he would manage the game better, but you really think Russell would make that big of a difference?
That's just from an experience standpoint. But, I mean, Russell may have won that Green Bay game. He may have won that Green Bay game because it was right there for him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But,
But he wouldn't have won that Cleveland game.
He might not even have been here because he might have been hurt,
Hell no.
He's hurt
He would
now.
have won that Cleveland game. He would have got his ass eating dirt.
Because he already on the run in Seattle, so he know a little something about that.
Exactly. And that's kind of why I would say yes. I mean, he would have a better shot, obviously. Maybe the guys would have some juice for him that they don't have for Justin. Justin just needs to grow. He's just not ready. He's just pressing a little bit. He's trying to look for big plays.
Get the fuck out of here. Justin is ready. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
But see, this is what...
If we had Russell, Russell would go through the same fucking problems because of the play calling.
You think Russell Wilson would throw for under 200 yards every game?
The only thing is,
no way.
Russell would make his audible.
Way. There's no way that Russell Wilson would be throwing under 200 yards every game. You cannot say that with a team.
I didn't say that.
You just said he would do the same thing.
He would. I didn't say shit about he would be throwing under 200 yards.
You said he would
I
be the
said
same.
that he would encounter some of the same problems because of the play calling.
And we said
he
that
would audible out of that shit.
I agree with that part.
But you know the difference? Let me tell you something. You know the
He
difference
would audible out of it. He would audible out of it. He would see the defense and make adjustments. Rookies don't do that.
But you being way too. It's real simple with Russell Wilson.
Way too what?
It's real simple with Russell Wilson.
Get everybody back.
Well, simplify it.
He's got veteran presence that he knows. Even if it's a messed up play, he gonna scramble around, do a little do, and find the open person. And then Russell gonna go in the huddle and be like, "Yeah, dude called this bull, but DK take off." And I'm gonna throw it to you deep. So he's gonna go in the huddle and he's gonna tell Mooney or somebody or Goodwin, "Hey, I know what coach called. Take off and watch this."
I just said that. He will make his own adjustments. Audible out of certain things.
Audible. That ain't an audible. That's just, hey, Nagy don't know what I'm talking about. So let's do this. That's a total play change. That's not an audible.
So you talking about, hey, look, just he playing you short. Just burn his ass, and I hit you. Yeah, he would do that.
He does that to Tyler Lockett and DK often.
He would do that too.
And then he'll look at Pete Carroll and be like, "Let me cook."
Yeah, but I don't think Justin's there yet because his internal clock. I'm going to keep coming back to it. I just don't think he knows when to get rid of the ball yet. I don't think the game is sped up or
he has to learn that. He has to learn
and that's what I'm saying is that he's not ready for that. Yes.
He's ready to learn.
Yes,
he's
to
ready
learn.
to learn.
Okay, but okay,
he's
guys.
Not ready to do. There's a difference in this, guys. Is that you can't just say, "Oh yeah, he's ready. Let's go." He's not ready because he's going to have these hiccups and mistakes. And yeah,
he will.
We're going to have him in. We want him to play because that's how he's going to learn. That was this whole debate for what? 5 weeks before that about we had to get him in. We had to get him in. Okay, he's in. And whenever he starts struggling, we need people to hush out a little bit and just let this process take its whole entire course, guys. It's not going to happen overnight, obviously. But I can say that he's not ready for that because he's not. I'm not saying he's not ready to start. I'm saying he's not ready to take that kind of leap, Terrence. That's what I mean by that.
Got it.
Simple question for you guys. How's Trey Lance doing? How's Zach Wilson doing?
That's exactly my point.
How's Tua doing?
Horrible. He just got beat by the Jaguars.
and I was going to ask you, how is Trevor doing? Because he's not doing too good either.
He's doing decent. But Mac Jones is really the only one out of the group that's really had any kind of iffy success.
There you go.
But that's because he's got the greatest coach ever. They have an offensive line. He has a scheme that he used with Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. Of course he's going to have that, little minor success. It's nothing spectacular.
It's not.
Nothing to write home about. He's managing games, but he's making quick, decisive throws. And that's what Justin's not doing, is making quick, decisive throws. Now, maybe that's play calling. Yes, guys. I know a lot of our comments has been about play calling. Maybe if they give him options to where you're either handing this ball off or you're throwing it immediately. There's no wait for, this read. Make him make these throws because he's obviously not doing it on his own. Make him make these quick throws, these quick reads, get his brain moving a little quicker, have some juice flowing with him and these guys. Here was a great one that we saw during the game. I almost lost my mind, JB. They ran a tight end chip, and the tight end went to the flat, and he threw him the ball right away.
We called that for the last 3 weeks.
That's all I've been asking for weeks. The tight end again in the middle of the field. I almost lost my entire.
That was that 20-yarder, right? That 20-yarder to commit.
I've been waiting for a tight end in the middle, anyone in the middle of the field all damn year. We have to start getting some of these plays, and I don't know why it hasn't been happening, but make some easy decisions for this kid early and often. And get his brain moving in the right direction, because I saw a lot of standing around. I saw a lot of what's that? Just nonstop, and it just keeps tick. Come on, kid. Let's go. It's just stuff like that I just need to see more out of him right now. And obviously, he's a rookie. It's not going to happen right away.
It's not.
But when it does happen,
it's going to be special.
I definitely think it's going to happen, because if you watch that first drive, he had everything planned in his head. He knew what he was doing. He knew the plays. He knew everything about it.
Yep.
Is there a coincidence why that first drive looks so good? It's because of those things. He was pushing the ball down the field. He knew where his guys were going to be. They practiced that first 15. It showed big time.
So let me ask you this.
It did.
Let me ask you this. That first drive was masterful. Bullets agreed again. That second drive that looked eerily similar to the first drive, but stalled because of one bad call, one bad running call, because I think Khalil Herbert got stopped behind the line or whatever it is. And then remember, Mustafa, the very first play of that game, Mustafa muffed the exchange.
Oh, he's gone. I've been telling you that for a while, JB. That guy.
But I'm saying, that kind of helped stall that drive.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yes. And that plus penalties that you got on some pretty horrible ass holding calls. I'm just gonna say it. There was a couple bad holding calls, like that one specifically. Whenever poor Justin Fields got his bell rocked. I went back and looked at that.
Oh, my God.
He had him right here. That was not a hold. No way how. And then when Herbert broke that big one.
That's what I'm saying. That's the one that killed me, because that puts them in scoring position again.
And how much more time came off the clock because of that?
Right.
It's just little things like that just it kills you, and it's not changing. It's been the same thing every year. Yeah, we were respectable, but is losing by 10 that respectable? I know that the game was close most of the time. And then you have him going in your own team's field in their end zone, no less, and saying that you own them. This has got to change.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Losing by 10 is not a moral victory to me, no. But the way that they lost, I was like, okay, I see some good things. Laser, open it up just a little bit, but make sure he's more decisive. Get him to speed that internal clock up, like you said, AB. But please stay true to what you got going on, because we've seen basically 3 different running backs that can go off for 100 on this team.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, I'm not saying abandon the run at all, no. But
no, you can't.
Use that short passing game too. Like, Justin, it's okay to check down quick. It's okay. It's okay.
You guys watched the Bills game last night?
Yes. Yes.
You watch how that offenses work, how they just do that. They just quick throw. And I'm sitting here like, what the hell is so hard that we can't do the same thing? Why can't we have a check down offense, even that? Oh, it's because no one thinks that we're going to throw the ball down the field, so they press up on that. You know, it's blowing my mind. Like, I can't figure this out. Like, it's driving me nuts. Play calling has a lot to do with it, but personnel, in my opinion, is the number one reason. I just don't think we have the right guys. The offensive line, James Daniels. That's about it for me. That's really about it at this point. Obviously, we're hoping for Tevin Jenkins to come back healthy. We're hoping for Larry Borum to come back healthy.
Absolutely.
But other than that, James Daniels is on a contract here. He's still young. He's like 23 or 24. He's a young guy. He's the only offensive lineman I want on this team. Period.
So Cody Whitehair, you getting rid of him?
I'm done with him.
Wow.
He's average. He gets paid too much. Done with him.
Wouldn't you like to see him back at center, though?
I mean, maybe center. I mean, anything's better than Mustipher at this point.
I think Whitehair needs to go back.
I remember we were just praising Mustipher last season. At the end of last season, we were praising Mustipher.
You guys were. I was not. I wasn't on a network back then, so
wasn't me.
I have never liked Mustipher. I've never thought he was the right decision.
Now, I guess it was just me. I guess it was
definitely
just me.
Probably, but definitely not me, man. He's just not. He's a technical guy for me. He's not the guy who can get the push in the middle where we need it. You know, last night again, a great example. Josh Allen's guard. He didn't do what he needed to do, did he? On that goal line play. What happened? He didn't get the push. And also Josh Allen did slip a little bit on that. But if you have guys that are pushing up, he could have crawled in.
At 6'5", he's going to fall and get that.
He could have fell in.
So, yeah.
So that's a perfect example of what I'm saying. Mustipher's not good enough on this team. Yeah, maybe as
Thank you, Chris.
Guy, as a backup, but I don't want him as my starting center. And you have to get younger and bigger and better on that line if you're running the ball as much as they want to run the ball. You need some big hogs up front, man. 110%. They just don't have it.
Let's jump to the other side of the ball before we do our new segment. Bears fans sound off.
I'm not comparing them, by the way, just so you understand that, Bullets. I never compared them. I was just bringing up the game, saying that I wish we had something like that. That's what I mean.
Dable is creative.
Yeah.
He's super creative.
That's all I'm saying.
Creative.
I'm saying I wish we had that. I'm never going to compare them.
Did we see Eddie Jackson? Did we see Eddie Jackson totally miss that tackle on Devontae Jones? Did we see that?
I saw the same thing I see every week from him. It's the same shit.
Him just bullshit.
I hate being so negative today because I'm a pretty happy guy, but man,
you totally are.
I'm not. I can't be positive. I just can't. I
totally
don't see anything. Eddie
No,
Jackson.
but I think you all are picking on Eddie a little bit because
Eddie deserves it.
I pick on him enough.
Lance Briggs knows what he's talking about, right? I watched Lance kill him in the aftergame show, and what did Eddie do? Oh, he went straight to Twitter to figure out what Lance Briggs' stats
He said
were.
Lance Briggs hasn't made a tackle in years.
You know what? And you know when you say that? Because you don't have anything else to say. That's when you say that bull.
Yeah.
Like when you play in the dozens and somebody talking bad about your mama and you say, well, I can beat you up. That's all Eddie got right now.
I just do that all the time.
But I like the way the secondary played as a whole. I do.
The secondary's not bad.
They did okay. No, they are bad. They did okay the other day, though.
I have to commend him. Yes, Devontae Adams burned you a little bit here and there. He did. But he played in the slot. He played outside. He did every damn thing that we wanted him to do, and he took on the challenge.
Yes.
He wasn't afraid of the whole thing the whole time, no matter what happened. If there was a bad play, he came back strong. Jalen Johnson, you are the future of this team along with Roquan Smith on that ball. Blow up the rest. Keep those two guys and blow it up. No more Mac. No more Hicks. I'm tired of it. Robert Quinn, you've been playing great this year.
Hey, they got 2 more sacks, though.
There's too much damn money on that defense.
Baby, get your ass out of here, man.
Your offense is horrible. It's the worst offense in an offense-driven league. How are
they
you?
They did get 2 more sacks. I have to give them credit, man.
They did, but they're still
sacks,
trade
but
bait.
they only have 14 points.
They're trade bait.
I will gladly give up the lead in sacks for a team that averages 24 points a game. Easily.
All right, AB. Well, before you rant anymore, can we do our Bear sound off segment?
Yes.
Because these dudes have been waiting back here. So there's a new segment, and you got pretty much a couple minutes to go ahead and get something off your chest. If you want to talk about the Bears game previous, the Green Bay game, talk about that. You want to talk about the game against Tampa Bay, which I think they're going to get their face stomped in again.
Oh God.
You can talk about that. Talk about whatever you want to. So we don't have an intro, so we're just going to bring you in.
Which one we bringing in first?
Let's bring in Manny V. He's been waiting for a minute.
Hi, Manny.
What's up, Manny?
You there?
Can you hear us?
Yo, man.
You here? Manny!
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Manny.
You're on the phone and your Wi-Fi is terrible.
Yeah, Manny, you're going to have to get reconnected, bud. I'm going to kick
show?
you. And
Thank you.
Are you there?
He said we have a great show. That's all I heard.
Oh, thanks, Manny.
Well, Manny, it was nice talking to you, buddy.
Damn, man.
We got to keep it moving, man.
Bring in the next one. Bring in Coach Chef.
We've got Coach Chef here.
Which
Coach Chef.
I think is Diop.
Please tell me you're ready, Diop.
I don't see nothing.
Boy, this is not starting off well.
It's really not.
Starting off well, man. Well, Diop, you can figure that
Was
out.
that Diop, Coach Chef? Was that Diop?
I
it
think
looks
that was
like
Diop.
but like he's got his screen is like frozen. It's like sideways. It looks like Diop. I can't really tell, but Diop, if you're listening, I'm gonna kick you from the studio. Come back in, refreshed and ready to go, bud. And we have no one else yet, so I guess the segment's on hold until we can figure that out. Yeah.
So let's get back to these.
Are you, Alan? Are you doing this on YouTube or Facebook?
It's on everything.
Okay, so viewers, there you see it.
Yeah, it's on all of them right now. So everyone can see that link right there. You can go to that link. You can go in the back room and we will let you in and we can talk about whatever. I don't care what it is.
You can say whatever it is that you want to say. If you say that you don't like AB's hat, you come in and say that.
Nope. I think we got Diop back in here. Hold on. Let's see what's happening. Well, maybe. It's just a white screen right now. But let's talk about this defense until one of the – oh, wait. Here we go.
There he is.
Diop.
There he is.
What's going on? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Diop?
What's going on?
So go ahead, sound off. Get it off your chest.
What's going on, T-Mix, AB, JB? What's the word?
What's up, man? How you feel?
What do you
Well,
have?
You know where
on
I'm
your
going to
mind
go, man.
Diop?
The offense can't score. I'm all right.
100% right.
I mean, Fields is progressing, but the issue still is that he's holding the ball too long. The interception he threw on the offsides play, he had Allen Robinson in the slot. Like, you see him, you hold the ball too long. He also had Allen Robinson in like the third quarter, and he missed him again. He's holding the ball too long. Like, he has to trust it. As JB said, college open is not NFL open. You got to get rid of that ball, man.
Yes, You're 100%
That's his
right,
knock.
Diab.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not the guy. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we have to. The coaching staff has to get in there. If you see that guy buzz and that guy's open, you gotta let that ball go. You can't hold. You can't wait for a big play. You gotta take take that 15-yard seam route. Allen was open. I mean, he's making some great throws. Like the throws he made based on his arm strength and athleticism are amazing, obviously. But he's got to get the ball out faster. That's how you get sacks. He also has to step into the pocket more. A lot of athletic quarterbacks, what they want to do, they want to get around that tackle. They want to get wide. No, step up, run, throw, look downfield. He gets stuck in this mode of wanting to get outside, and he's not trusting his athleticism enough.
I agree. 110%.
And we said that too.
And with the defense, is like shit. What are you gonna do? Your offense only puts up
14.
So I mean, I think the offense, obviously, the offensive coordinator calling like Laser for some reason in the second and third, his play calling was real conventional, was real like he was holding back. It wasn't really aggressive. You're not taking enough shots. I'm not saying you got to take deep shots all the time, but you got to be a little bit more aggressive when you're going against a team with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. You can't let a guy like Aaron Rodgers have chance after chance after chance to score, to put up yards, because
Laser became very
and they still kept him under 200 yards passing.
I have a question
for
for you,
cut.
Diab. I have a question for you, Diab. I know that you watch a lot of film, Diab. You do a pretty good job on my.
He really did.
So you do a great job on my on
All
my
right.
Facebook groups about how you break down that film. Have you seen any slants from all these speedy wide receivers at all? At all? Because I haven't. Why do we have all these speedy receivers if we never run these kind of plays for speedy guys? You know, I don't see slants. Screens are obviously not an option because when we try to run screens, we all saw what happened there. You know, wheel routes. I'm not seeing wheel routes a lot here and there. You know,
I would say not enough.
Why though? Like, if you got all these speed guys, why aren't we trying to run speed routes?
That's
like, do you have an answer for that? Because I don't.
You said why aren't we? We are.
I got an answer for two of those.
Have you seen any slants at all? Any slants? Just cross the field slants. Just real quick. You know, like Aaron throws to his guys.
I mean, that goes back.
Why don't we
I
ever
think
run
that
that?
goes back to play calling and play concepts.
I mean, when you watch the other team scorch you in these ways, you know, these quick slants, these, you know,
That's play
quick
concept.
jump off.
I mean, it's
But
not
why
taking.
don't you take the same play concept and run it on your own offense?
I don't think none of us have the answer. I don't think any of us. I've seen a few. I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough slants from the offense. I haven't seen enough crossing routes with slants.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that Fields had, I think Fields has an issue sometimes with throwing those slants and throwing those drag routes. Lack of creativeness, lack of a lot of things. I mean, if the kid said he wants to throw slants, let him throw slants. Now, if he's telling them that he's not wanting to throw slants, that's a little bit different. But if you've got the speed guys, you've got the big guys like A-Rob, you can even combo a lot of that stuff with slants and a wheel. You know, you throw the slant, then you come back and you throw the slant, and the slide guy runs the wheel route because you're pulling the defense up. The defense already knows you want to dink and dunk. So it's a chess game. And sometimes, even though Laser's a better play caller, sometimes he gets lost in the mix too, where they'll have a concept, they'll go to it, and then they'll abandon it and won't come back to it, you know, 10 plays later, a drive later, in the fourth quarter when the defense has seen it and pulling up. Not a lot of double moves. I know we have a problem blocking a little bit, but even the pass interference with Goodwin, that was just a straight post. I mean, now you come back with a post corner in the fourth quarter, something like that. A little bit more creativeness. That's what I would say.
Absolutely.
All right.
You're right. Absolutely.
I agree.
Hey, Dion, we appreciate you, bro. Hey, get your connection
You guys
fixed
hear me?
up because we meeting with you after this podcast. We got to meet with you. All right.
Somebody froze.
All right.
All right. We'll see you later, man.
Take him out for now.
So let's bring in Chris.
We got Chris here. Chris looks like he's got a
My
good
man,
connection.
Chris.
We got a
What
guy
up,
with a
man?
good connection. Finally. What's happening, man?
Man, you know, I'm a Michigan fan. So I'm going to watch Justin Fields. Yeah. Go Blue.
Oh,
we going to keep. Hey, I don't even know if we can cuss on this. John holding up that Michigan State shirt. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks, pal.
You damn right.
We're gonna stump that damn Spartan Spartan helmet again in the middle of the field.
Man, we're gonna trap that rat you call a Wolverine.
So what do you got for us, Chris?
And I can't believe we got all these damn Laker fans in here too.
I know, you're telling me. That's all JB though. JB just brings them out of the woodwork, man.
Hey, JB, now you make sure you mail your boys plenty of goddamn Tiger Bomb and shit, because they gonna need it with their old asses.
I have
damn Staples Center gonna smell like Tiger Bomb.
I have nothing.
There's some old dudes on that team, boy. That locker room.
I was looking like, hey, can I try out? Shoot.
Right?
I don't know what's going on my mic, but yeah. Justin Fields, he does hold the ball too long. That I will give it. He did that in college. And one reason why he holds the ball so long is because he's a big play guy. If you look at a lot of his passes at Ohio State, he throwing the ball deep to Olave, Garrett Wilson, all those guys. That's why he holds the ball. Like I saw plays last week, even when they were showing it on replay. First of all, Nagy's setting them up. These teams been running a cover two. He's been talking about using the damn tight ends, and that middle of the field has been open. Shit, majority of the goddamn season, he hasn't called plays that's gone and sent the goddamn tight ends or even the other slot receiver to the damn middle of the field. All it's been is curls, or they're sending everybody ass deep.
Yeah.
And another thing, he got to sit up there. Justin has to decide. If you sitting up there sending all these guys deep, and Nagy fucking you on the play calling, tuck it and run. Tuck it and run. Fuck, you run a 4-4-3. Possibly a 4-3 if your ass didn't sit up there and trip when you was doing the damn 40-yard dash. But that's another story.
Yeah, 4-3-8. But yeah, that's 100%, man. That's what I've been kind of ranting at today. I'm trying to allude to that, really, is that when I saw that middle of the field tight end throw to Cole Kmet, I damn near lost my lunch.
I said, finally. Finally, they attacked in the middle of the damn field.
And the crazy thing, Chris, me and you talked, that was open during the Cleveland game with all those blitzes. It was there.
Allen Robinson had that
with that Cleveland game, he just didn't have enough time. He said hike, and they was on his ass.
Yeah.
Well, we see what was open in the middle of the field, and it's no coincidence that all of a sudden Laser is the one building up to making the easier throws. When Nagy's like, run my system.
But you still see Nagy calling them damn plays, though. I can still, when I see a damn certain play, I say, okay, that was a damn Nagy play. Like when they went down and they scored. What was that play he threw where he threw it to like the damn tight end and Cole Kmet got his ass killed right there on the goal line because I think James, what's the one name? Like the gunslinger, the outlaw, Jesse James. Yeah.
Oh, Jesse James. So
yeah,
look.
he sit up there, he missed the whole tackle. That was a Nagy play. Anytime you on goal line and you right there, the first damn play, you call some shit where you throwing the ball to the damn tight end on a tight end screen. That's a Nagy play.
That's pitch play, right. So look.
Yeah, that's a Nagy play.
I saw another Nagy play. It was, we always joke on the show. If you see curl, flat, that's a signature Nagy play. Yeah. Signature. I'm tired of seeing that on third down, man.
Hey, and I agree with you. The defense played well. Now they got gashed by Jones had a long run, Dillon had a long run.
That's what I said.
And then what's his name? Devontae Adams got off of that damn jam like it wasn't nothing. First of all, I don't even know why y'all tried to jam them.
Well, it didn't even look like he jammed him that well either. Like,
but that's the thing, though. People don't jam him. Well. Like he is the best receiver in the NFL. That's why corners don't jam him. He's the best at getting off the line.
Like,
they don't even get a chance to touch him.
31 yards?
Huh?
That one play was like 27 or 31 yards, something like that, right?
The one that he threw to Adams?
Yes, in the middle.
Yeah, it was like 38.
Right. He was like slot right.
Yeah, they don't jam them. That's why DBs don't jam them. You better off not jamming them. Just don't put your hands on them. Wait till you get up there close to you. I didn't like the bullshit pass interference that they called on them too.
I didn't.
That was crap.
I didn't.
I thought Jalen played a good game. I like Roquan. I love what Mack and them doing.
All three of your top guys got a sack. Quinn, Mack,
Quinn, Hicks, and Mack. And I mean, and Hicks. God, I love him, but the man just been hurt like the last 2 or 3 years, and
he pulled his groin trying to tackle a guy that was on the ground.
Season?
Yeah,
is this his last season?
It is.
It is. I mean,
he wants to come back on a team-friendly deal, but they're not bringing him back.
I mean, if he want to come back on a team-friendly deal, it's gonna have to be a hell of a team-friendly deal. Otherwise,
it's gonna have to be real friendly.
It's gonna be $5 and a coupon to Harold's.
Hey, shit!
Did y'all know he was not need? I did not know he was not need.
I mean,
I did not know he was not need.
Oh, and by the way, that Devontae Adams long was 41 yards.
41, okay.
So one play, he only had 4 receptions. One of those plays of his 89 yards was 41 yards. Jalen played a hell of a game.
Hey, they need to be. Hey, you know what? They can do this though. They can get rid of Eddie ass and get Hicks some of that damn money.
Oh man, get rid of fucking Eddie Jackson, man.
Fucking Eddie out there. Hey, he can't even play flag football with our ass. He's fucking around and miss that shit.
Whenever Eddie Jackson gets out of town, I think Terrence just might throw a party.
Oh my God, yes.
Hey, he's just looking terrible. And Eddie needs a real strong safety back there with him. Gibson, he got his ass embarrassed too trying to fucking tackle. Oh my God.
Yes, he did.
He got ran over.
He made damn Jones look like he was goddamn Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So
like, damn, you see this little bug on me?
So the Bears actually have a potential out with Eddie Jackson in 2022. The dead caps.
Hey, they might need to stretch. If the boy don't come in and get 8 damn picks these next however many games, we got to get rid of his ass. Because he only thrives when he has a real strong safety. If you asking him to tackle, that's like sitting up there. You might as well shit. I'm scared hell. He might even pull the shit if all we have to do is pull a flag. He might sit up there and try to hit somebody with the damn shoulder. And all we got to do is pull the flag, Eddie.
Yeah,
that's it.
Chris, here's the problem.
He ain't gonna do none of that.
If they get rid of Eddie Jackson, it's an $18.5 million cap hit. They get $3 million back.
That's it?
Who are you gonna get?
Well, fellas, look like we're gonna be keeping Eddie around for a little while.
That's all I'm saying, man. Like,
damn, we gonna have
agree
to
with
keep
you,
on eating this fucking
but
cereal.
The way that Ryan Pace has set this up, it's set up for his stars to succeed. Kind of like what the Rams do, but the Rams guys actually play well. All of them do.
But the Rams,
1 or 2 of them.
But they find good late round talent, especially in their linebacker core and their secondary.
Like, but they count on their stars more than they count on.
Of course, but see, that's the thing.
But
our stars are performing defensively this year, except for Eddie.
Yes,
and the entire.
Were you afraid to say that, or?
And the entire.
No, I'm just saying, like everybody else is.
You hesitated, like
the entire damn offense. The stars on the offense, A-Rob.
I don't even know who that is besides Montgomery.
He's getting paid $17 million. He's
hey, man.
A-Rob is not getting that money, man.
They gotta figure out a way to get A-Rob open.
No, A-Rob
because I put it to you like this. A-Rob gonna have 2 years 2 years over 1,000 yards receiving, consecutive years of 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Now, and this is with fucking Mitchell Trubisky. Don't fuck this up, Mitchell.
I'm glad we both feel the same about Mitch.
Who was the other idiot that they had? Who was it? Shit, we gonna have so many, goddamn it, shit.
Nick Foles. I mean, we could talk.
Whoever the other guy was before him, you're sitting up there. That's 2,000 yards that he's gonna sit up there and he's gonna have.
Mike Glennon before him.
Long neck.
Right, Mike Glennon and.
Yeah,
they're going to split time with Nick Foles and Chase Daniel and everybody else up in there. Jack Daniels, shit. It don't matter.
All right.
It don't matter who threw the damn ball to him, shit. I think JB threw the damn ball to him.
I think he could.
Shit.
Who is Facebook user?
I've been trying to get Facebook user to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and apply so we know who you are, Facebook user.
We're not gonna see the best of that offensive line until guys get healthy. Because I think that Bourne and Jenkins are gonna be our bookends, and you can slide anybody. Tell you the truth, put James Daniel back at center.
I don't like
you can slide Alex Bars over there at the guard. Hell, you can even put a Fetty ass back there. I don't give a shit.
This is a really good point right here. How come Houston Carson does not get more playing time?
I think he's kind of just a hybrid guy. He's just all over the place.
Yeah, and Bush has been hurt, so
actually,
we put him in instead of Eddie Jackson
list. He just got put on IR.
But why can't we put him in instead of Eddie Jackson?
I mean, you can, but maybe he doesn't know the defense well enough. He doesn't know all the set plays.
And I don't think he's good at patrolling that backfield like that.
Not like that, no.
Nah. I mean, that's one thing we get. Eddie can't tackle worse shit, but he can patrol.
I don't think he's good at
Eugene
patrol.
Do you know that name, Alan?
You in love with Eddie Jackson. You in love with him.
well, here's the thing, and Chris, you and I chop it up a lot. If you get that Eddie that we had 2 years ago, who was hungry, who was, hey, I'm worthy of this pick. I'm not a 4th round pick. I should have been a 1st round pick. I think that's something internal that Eddie got to bring out. I'm not saying he's no Ed Reed. I know he thought he was, but he's no Ed Reed. But
that was somebody giving him the title of Ed Reed,
right? Which was blasphemous in itself. But if Eddie can just do simple things correct, like open field tackling, simple things, we wouldn't be as hard on him. We know being opportunistic as a ball hawking safety, things need to go this way. Tips, play calling, bracketing, it's a lot that goes into that. But tackling, that's the one thing that you mano a mano can control.
Yeah, that's true. And he's trying to do the peanut punch, and he's failing terribly.
Well, it's not even that he's trying to do it. Okay, whenever Peanut did the peanut punch, he tackled at the same time.
That is true.
He didn't just sit there and go.
Right.
And then Peanut was also 6'1". How tall is Eddie? 5'10"?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Because one thing about Peanut had them long ass arms. So shit, he can get around. He can still hold you and then punch it out. It's gonna be pretty hard when you kind of short armed and you over there jabbing.
Right. I agree with you, Chris.
I just don't think Houston Carson at this time is an everyday starter. And obviously Diop says the same thing. He just doesn't have the same physical tools.
He doesn't, but he's that try-hard guy that we love in Chicago. But right now we need impactful play.
Yeah, Chris Conte was that try-hard guy too, and he kept getting his ass knocked out with concussions.
We need some motherfucking tackles, though. And Eddie Jackson ain't doing it.
That's why they need that strong safety. That's why they got to either draft one or go get one in free agency.
What they need a Bob Sanders. They need a guy who can come in, hit people
Bob
hard.
Sanders was a motherfucking savage, wasn't he?
Mean.
Well, if you've noticed,
Brian Dawkins.
If you notice, he hasn't been.
But
Brian
if
Dawkins.
you had a
Yeah.
Brian Dawkins,
Fucking Wolverine himself.
Brian Dawkins was a different kind of cat.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Like,
shit, we could talk about a bunch of motherfuckers did.
Even a Mike Brown, just a free safety who can lead the secondary a little bit better, who doesn't just preach to all the guys about,
Well,
anybody can tackle. No,
you look at
shit.
his partners in the backfield these last 2-3 years. This year he's had Tyshawn Gibson. Last year he had Tyshawn Gibson. The year before that he had what's his name? Clint Dix.
Yes.
All the motherfuckers play the same position.
Adrian Amos was the last one.
Ever since Amos left, they haven't found nobody to sit up there to be that damn strong safety. He's been putting in free safety after free safety back there with him, and that's just not gonna work.
Nope. Adrian Amos was the guy.
He was the guy, and they didn't want to pay him.
You couldn't pay them both, JB. You had to pay one.
Right.
That sound like that Tony Parrish and Mike Brown shit.
100% the same thing. But we won the Mike. Well, I mean, I would rather have Mike Brown, but he just got hurt too much,
Yeah.
I mean, but Tony Parrish was a dog too, so.
Yeah, he was, but I would take Mike Brown over Tony any day.
Of course he would. But right now, I'll take Tony Parrish.
Oh, right now, 100%.
All right, Chris, man. We appreciate you,
man.
brother.
For sure, man.
Appreciate
Awesome
you, man.
job
We got to
coming in,
move
man.
on, bro. But good to see
Chris.
you, man. You looking
Hey, good to see you too, fam.
Come back.
Yeah,
I'll
come
be back.
Come back.
I'll be
Hanging
back.
out in the chat, repping it up like no other, man.
For sure, fellas. Holla.
All right, man.
Awesome.
Well,
so now let's get to something positive and nice that we can talk about without getting
exactly
Morris.
So we had.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Morris. Why don't you kick off that little commercial?
Hey, I'd like some Morris.
I'd love some. I'd love a case, Terrence.
There was a time when high standards prevailed, when excellent craftsmanship was displayed and treated with the utmost importance. Acquire the crisp, refreshing taste of Moore's Beer. Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
Moore's Beer. Get Alan a case.
I was promised some of that red can, but
Hey man, this red can porter is phenomenal. Who promised you that?
You.
I did.
Damon promised me
You
that
did.
too,
I'm gonna get you some. I just went to Kimbark today, and I bought 4 packs.
And they told you that was it. The limit was 4.
No. The limit is not 4, but I only had $100 with me.
Oh, you own me.
Shit, that cost me $72. So, but it's worth every single bit. And I will get y'all some. I will make sure y'all get some red cans. If you don't have them in your stores near you, Kimbark, they're in Benny's now.
Oh, he really?
Yeah, they're in Benny's now.
Okay, Damon, that's what's up.
Yeah, they just don't have the red cans, but they were fully stocked at Kimbark.
Okay,
fully stocked. I don't know.
You was on my side of town, so I got to get with you.
I was just there today. But yeah. So speaking of talking about something happy, something good, we have winners in Chicago. The Lady Hoopers.
We do.
Woo.
The Lady Hoopers. Winners. The Sky. Candace Parker. That's the story, man. She came back and won a championship. Like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna go home and win.
Came to the
And she
crib.
did. Yes. Where'd she go? Naperville, was it?
Yeah, I think North.
Naperville North.
Yeah, I think it was Naperville North.
2-time Illinois Miss Basketball for Illinois. Like she decorated as all get out.
Yeah, balled out.
Oh,
came here and balled out. So shit. I mean, so we have Share Bear. I'm sorry, Share Bear, not Sherry.
Share Bear Stare.
Share Bear. Yeah, bring it in.
Hey
Yes,
guys. Hey.
What's up, Sarah Bear?
Apparently, Chris thinks that she's fine too. By the way,
She is.
Yeah, Candace is. She cold. She dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Chris is right. I was laughing at Chris's segment. I've known Chris for a good 10 years.
he's an awesome guy, man.
He is
That's my first
hilarious.
meeting him, but he was great. I loved him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I tried to get some Moors on Sunday because I owe JB some. The liquor store by me was sold out. They didn't have any. I asked. They said that they expect to get the delivery this week. I was like, but I want it today. I'm out myself too. John, so.
Should have just went to Terrence and had him.
Sorry, guys.
It seems like Terrence. Look, am I the only one that's realizing whenever we're out of Moors, Terrence always has Moors?
Right. He's
when
like,
when I don't have it, you all have it.
Shit.
I never have.
Remember
it,
the
so
show when you
I don't
all
know
had
who
the
you're talking
can
to. Like,
and I didn't
never
have none?
I went and bought my own.
Right. I bought my own too.
Well, if
I
you
bought my
call
own now.
Damon will get it to you. I'm telling you, because Damon already. Hey guys, I have it for you. He wanted all of us to get it for right now. He wanted us to have it for tonight, but nobody was around when I was in Chicago. Shocker. Because the guy that owed me a case just was gone all of a sudden.
And you should have called me. You should have called me.
Yeah, it's all good. I stopped at a different store yesterday, and I got a different kind of drink that is of the cannabis variety. So I will be having some fun with that instead.
Wait, you drank weed?
They have a tonic drink. It's 100 milligrams. And you obviously don't drink it all at once. Like you just like space out a little bit, or you could drink it all and have a really good damn time. I mean, it depends on what you want to do.
Maybe
I got
Eddie Jackson need to drink
some watermelon. Like
did you say Eddie Jackson need to drink some?
Who said
that? Who? Where? No, man. I got a lot of nice stuff. So I love the Moors, but it's gonna sit in the sidelines this week until I can get back up there to get some more. Maybe Terrence will actually fulfill his bet.
I am. I'm gonna buy you a case, man.
So
I'm standing right here.
How much is a case, by the way?
Speaking of debts, you got to put up these comments because Diab apparently has not looked at my Facebook.
Oh,
it's been up for almost a week, Diab. It expires tomorrow. I even tagged you. Oh,
wait.
Yeah, she paid her debt.
Speaking
She definitely
of that,
did.
I paid that.
She's a mensch. She paid her debt.
I might have a little something here.
Look,
for
there,
Diab. There you go, Diab. All for you, buddy. I told you.
Look at that face.
This is my sad face.
That's a face of.
Hey, Sherry, you just made my mom proud by putting that shirt on.
Well, it took me a few days to find it. I was like, I know I have this thing somewhere. It was like the very bottom of my bin. But yeah, put up that other comment from Chris. Just
You want me to put the photo back up? Okay.
No, Chris's comment.
Hang on, I gotta get back to comments. Which one? The one where he's laughing hysterically?
No, the one before.
I knew which one. I just wanted to.
Shameless plug, but
Yeah,
okay.
I would give Candace a shot too.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about the sky, though. Let's talk about the sky.
Yes, let's.
We need to get to this.
I went to the game Friday night. Went with Shawnee, our one of our all-star listeners, and a couple other folks.
Shout out to Shawnee.
Yes, I bought the tickets for $45 each, so $62 with tax. And man, Wednesday those were going close to $400.
You said that on your thing, right? Like
they were close to $400, and I thought about
$400?
screwing over my friends and selling everyone's tickets. But
damn, yeah, you could have flipped those and made some.
Man, I was like, man, I could have sold everyone's, and I could have given them their money back plus double, and everyone probably would have been like, yeah, I understand. But I was like,
yeah, I'm sure they would.
It's the experience that counts.
It was. You know what? I've been to NBA Finals games, and it's great to go and see the WNBA Finals. The atmosphere was fantastic. It's a nice arena. I've actually never been to Wintrust before.
Yeah.
smaller. I mean, 10,300.
Mhm.
I don't know if they could have sold out United Center, but they definitely could have, sold out like a 14, 15,000 arena. But the small venue gave it such a nice, intimate feel. You know what I mean? Like it was loud, it was boisterous. And no one left, even with the blowout, no one left. And so it's great to see, the fan base was all about it. I would say that there were a lot of guys there. It's great to see men supporting women's basketball. There was a couple guys behind me on the concession lines talking about, if we lose game 4, I'm going to tell my girlfriend that I got to go to Phoenix for game 5 because this is important.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I love it.
You even had Chance the Rapper. You had you also had Justin Fields. Roquan Smith was hanging with him.
Sean Marion was there. I saw a lot of
big
stars
name
come
guys
out.
there too. I like that. Dwayne Wade, was it Wade that went? There was a Chicago basketball player that went too. I thought I heard, but
Well, for sure, Sean Marion's from here, so he went.
maybe it was Marion then.
Yeah, he definitely was when he was front row.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get to the games. So there's some names I remember watching. I literally watched the first game of the season just because I was like, oh, look, Candace Parker, yada, yada, and I was just a regular guy. I don't watch a lot of it, obviously. But this Courtney Vandersloot girl, I was like, who is this chick, right? So this girl is married to Quigley, who's like an insanely good shooter too. It looks like she went to DePaul.
She played at DePaul, right?
And I'm like, this is a crazy duo. And then I find out they're married and like she's throwing her dimes, and I'm just like, this is crazy.
They clearly practice together.
They definitely practice a lot of things together, and that's just one of them. But it's like it got me intrigued a little bit. Yes, I didn't watch every game, but I tried to watch a little bit here and there, and they were kind of average. But then when the playoffs hit, it was like, boom. Like, what changed?
Well, they were doing bless you. They had they had a bit of a
we'll
losing.
Get to Rossi in a little bit too.
Yeah, they I was reviewing their schedule, right? Because I was like, how did they get the 6th seed? And they did have a losing streak. I think that's when Candace was out.
Candace was out, yeah.
Yeah, for a few games, and they lost like 8. I want to say 8 or 9 in a row. So I mean, they are a completely different team with Candace Parker in there. I mean, Cooper played amazing, especially Friday night. She was something else out there. But yeah, at full strength, they are the best. That's how they got the 6th seed though, was injuries.
Yeah, it was crazy to see. And there was, some other girls on this list. Obviously, you got to talk about Kalea Copper because that girl was,
Sorry, Copper. That's I called her Cooper. My bad.
Yeah, Kalea Copper. She came from coaching.
I was like, I know that's not right.
She was the MVP.
Friday night,
and she was crazy. Like she was
different level.
Yeah, just like she was making some moves that I was like, that's like NBA caliber type moves.
I know. I'm actually going to look up her field goal percentage from Friday night because it's
got to be crazy high. And I saw her putting she wasn't afraid to go against Brittany Griner, who's
she went and got buckets.
Who's a beast, who was bigger than anyone in the WNBA. It was just crazy to see.
She's bigger than half the dudes in the NBA.
Yeah, she's a big girl.
She's a big lady. She's a really big lady.
Yeah, but she got really brought out because of Candace Parker, right? Like she's the reason. Like she drove her all year to become this player, and now, I don't know what their free agency looks like or anything, but if you're bringing this team back, they could make some noise next year.
Absolutely. I just want to point out one thing for nostalgic purposes. I want to shout out to Coach Candace, who was she's an assistant at DePaul, who coached Quigley, who we knew way back then. Coach Candace, shout out to you. Your work is being seen on the next level, and it's definitely coming true. I also want to say to the fans of the Sky, we've had some names before. We've had Stacey Dales. We've had Cynthia Fowles. We've had Elena Deladon. Like, we've had some names, but this particular group just finally put it together and meshed. And look what we have. Something to celebrate in Chicago that, honestly, nobody really thought we would have.
No.
Yeah.
We really didn't.
Friday night, Chicago's entire team shot 50% from the field, and that's including when their backups went in. Other team, 25%. Yeah, it was
Complete domination.
Friday was complete domination. And after that, it was like, even when they got down on Sunday, it's just like you knew that they were going to pull. I mean, I got a little worried when they got down by like, what was it, 14 or 12?
Yeah.
But
yes,
quite a bit.
I got a little worried there. But man, they went on that 11-0 streak, and it was over.
It went crazy, and the stadium, like the arena was just electric. Like people were going off in there. Like it felt like an NBA playoff game to me. I absolutely love that.
As someone that has been to NBA finals, I can tell you that arena was just as electric.
And I gotta ask, what is up with Taurasi beating on doors? And then they took the door to the rally today. That's amazing. That is like the ultimate troll move, in my opinion.
Chicago is so petty, and I love
it.
Yes,
I love it.
Like our city is the pettiest city ever, and man, what a power move!
Are you mad, Diana?
You big
man. Well, I want to ask you this, Sherry. From what you've seen, can we finally put some respect on Chicago women's basketball? Finally?
Please do, because they balled the fuck out. And it's not just like, oh, these women came from other places. I mean, Candace Parker is from here. I mean, we got a DePaul girl that I think she's from Joliet, I want to say. Like there were Illinois women on that team. It was incredible. Yeah, they deserve all of that respect.
I'm happy
because they won that shit and they earned it.
They took it.
They took
it more than they won it. Like they just wanted it more. Like,
honestly, it was so much fun. I'm like, I might see how much season tickets are next year, because they're electric crowd. They are phenomenal players. They got great energy. Love him.
Yes.
Well, let's hope this just continues and, brings more passion for basketball for women, especially into the city, because it's something that's been lacking for a long time.
Absolutely.
I would love to see them be able to one day. Chris, I think she's from Joliet. I looked this up earlier. I would love to see them be able to play in the United Center. Now, the thing is, though, so back in the day when I interned for the Pistons back in 2005, the rest of the summer, the Detroit Shock played there. And the problem was they also played in the Palace of Auburn Hills. And even if they had 7,000 fans there, they were so spread out that it really didn't have a good atmosphere. So I don't want them to move to a bigger arena until you know that they're going to be able to really get it full enough to make it feel like a good crowd. You just don't want that spread out.
I would have the opening game at the United Center.
That would be phenomenal.
For the ring introduction?
For their rings and all that good stuff. They could show the banner. Obviously, they're not hanging the banner in there because that's not their stadium, but maybe they have a big ceremony there. They have their ring celebrations there, that kind of stuff, and bring more attention to it. I think that's a great idea. I really do.
I mean, I wish they could have played the playoffs in the United Center because, like I said, I don't know if they'd sell it out, but they would have that place.
They would have done pretty good for the finals, especially.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and especially, I mean, like I said, the tickets were starting at $45, face value. They might not have gone up so high on the retail market, but that is a lot of money the United Center could have made in concessions, parking, all of that stuff.
Absolutely. And for the simple fact that they sold out Wintrust, who is DePaul's home stadium.
Yeah, multiple times.
So the writing's on the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to see them make big moves in AB. Yeah, that's a great idea. If they could play that opening game at United Center.
Let's go, NBA. Let's get it
right. I'm going to try to get into it.
Call Jerry. Let's get it done.
Here's the thing, Terrence. You got to go to a game. I personally don't watch a ton of NBA on TV. Now the Pistons aren't good anymore, but I will always go to a game. Same with WM. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow night lose.
They weren't that good since Tayshaun.
No, we haven't been good.
They haven't been good since Tayshaun Prince.
Yes, because 2005 is when we lost in the finals. 2004 is when we won. 2006, so that's when they started to trade everyone away for the future.
And tomorrow
Right.
you lose to the Bulls. And
Well, JB, what do you think about that? How do you feel about our number 1 draft pick? And does he have enough around him to make us even think about making the playoffs?
He's not even playing tomorrow.
He's not playing tomorrow, which is kind of weird to me.
Shit! Why isn't he? I didn't look yet.
I haven't looked, but
I'm still looking at WNBA. Why?
So I've seen
it earlier.
Cade Cunningham has been kind of like compared to like a Anthony Hardaway, Grant Hill type player, but you also still have Jerian Grant. So you have some pieces. But you need some more, Sherry. You need some more. But they will be exciting. I really feel they'll be exciting.
Do you think that we have a chance to make the playoffs being in the East?
No.
Not even good enough to make the playoffs in the East.
Well, remember, the play-in game gives you that 9-10 seed.
That's right. We have that play-in game now.
You have to remember that the East is improved these past years. The Bulls.
Yeah,
we have
but
4 All-Stars.
So, like, if you're like Cleveland and you're like Detroit at like that 9-10 spot, but you're playing like Washington, who's greatly improved, or you're playing Charlotte with LaMelo and them, like, yeah, you made it, but did you really make
you're telling me there's a chance. Got
Not
it.
a chance in hell, just like Chris
Hey,
said.
Hey, there's a chance. You're telling me there's a chance.
No.
I know.
I can't even give you the Dumb and Dumber reference on this one. I can't.
There's a chance
Someone
you might
got it,
have
yeah.
the worst record in the NBA this year.
There's a chance he could be Rookie of the Year.
There's a chance that you will have more wins than the Lions would have after 2 weeks, which would be 1.
The Lions don't have any wins.
Exactly.
That's his point.
Yeah.
Is that the
I know.
Pistons could have more wins with
I know.
1. I'm just
I
digging
know.
the hole deeper for you. That's all. It's
Yeah.
the only time I can do it because when I talk to a Packers fan, I get shamed. So I have a Lions fan on. I have to do it to you. I'm sorry.
Someone,
It's like a switch that goes off my head. Like, oh, they're worse than us. I can pick on them.
I know, and you know what? After the first couple weeks, I thought maybe we would get together. And no, we're really bad.
Well, I will say this, Cher Bear. You all have fought very hard.
Yeah, but your coach is saying some ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, I think he's like on something, but
is he still talking about biting off kneecaps?
No, he basically called out like Jared Goff and said that like he needed to play better and like he needed to make more throws and step up. But it's like, dude, like your whole team needs to step up. Like nobody's stepping up. Like,
I mean, the defense is still doing 6 feet apart COVID rules sometimes. Like, no, that's not how we do it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the rumors about the coach being on cocaine and those things.
Well,
about
that was
saying
because of what he
snowing in
said.
Allen
Like,
Park. He said it's snowing in Allen Park.
he said it's snow. That was
he did.
So,
he did say that. It's 100% true, JB.
he did. So my thing is this.
How else is it snowing in Allen Park?
Hey, bro, if
I live
that's
in
what
Allen
you
Park,
want
and
to say,
it's not snowing in
you're-
Allen's Park.
look,
I'll tell you that.
You're writing your ticket out of there. So
Man,
he signed a 6-year deal.
Okay, keep talking about that white stuff.
Right. It's
That's the only way they're going to get
but
their
like
money
as
back.
a coach, like, why are you saying stuff to even? There should not be cocaine rumors going on about you. Like, I've had multiple people asking me, like, is your cat's behind you? Is your your coach on coke?
Whoa!
Sorry, like the cat is making me
The
laugh.
cat is not on coke, but the coach might be. Why are we like this is a family show and we up here talking about narcotics and stuff? I feel some
I
kind
got
of
my
way.
cat Peyton.
I
right
know
behind
we
me.
should not be having this conversation, but yeah, but that unfortunately is what's happening with the Lions now. So about the sky.
Yes.
Yeah, no one's on coke on that team. Clearly.
No, they are.
Hey, can we put this back on the tracks?
Yeah,
Thank
I got it.
Please.
So,
Yes, sir.
putting it back on the tracks, why don't we go ahead and get some shout outs and then get out of here?
I don't want to do no shout outs yet.
Right. Let's
Well,
kind of. Well, what?
gonna.
JB, you going to talk about the
have an
polls
early
tomorrow?
He wants to do a full court press.
Oh, do you? Do you?
Absolutely.
Because I can dial that up for you right now, sir.
Absolutely.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna do something different tonight. We're not just gonna talk about the Bulls because they technically don't play till tomorrow, of which we expect total domination. Sorry, Sherry. Total domination over the Detroit Pistons. With tonight being NBA opening night, I want to bring a couple of things to you guys' attention. For one, and I'm saying it, I hope it goes national, viral, all that other bullshit. Ben Simmons is an idiot.
Oh my God.
Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving might be two peas of the same pod that might be the biggest dummies ever. Ben Simmons has lost to date 25% of his salary already because he's just not that smart. And now he's devaluing himself. NBA opening night, and what do? You get suspended for the opening game tomorrow for comments detrimental to the team. Ridiculous.
Didn't he basically take his ball and go home?
What happened was
he tried.
So he was told to come in on some defensive drills.
And he didn't.
And he told Doc Rivers basically to pound sand. And then he asked him again, and he basically said again to pound sand. And he told him that he needs to go home, and he literally put the ball down and went home.
And you know what that is? That's called insubordination.
Yeah, that's what he did.
That's what he did. That's insubordination.
I just want to know who the fuck says pound sand.
Well,
the
hey,
Tiger Bomb Lakers are winning right now.
Yep.
Chris said.
Yes, they are.
Only
by 2, but you know.
Tiger Bomb Lakers. But yeah, you're 100% right, JB. Ben Simmons, you are doing it wrong.
And all he's doing is devaluing himself to not only other teams that might be interested, but to his own teammates if he never gets traded. Joel Embiid came out today and has came out previous and said, look, I'm tired of talking about dude. I'm not here to babysit. And I'm not mad at Joel Embiid because you're not here to babysit a grown man.
No.
Like either you want to play and get paid and help us win, or you don't. Like it's real simple. Now let me switch to Brooklyn, of who lost to Milwaukee today, opening night game. Kyrie Irving, your Earth flat theory is costing you bread, bro. Kyrie Irving, I swear to God, I don't think you like basketball. I don't.
There's no way.
And right now, if you don't like basketball, you don't like money because you're losing money because you won't play basketball. The state that you live in says you must be vaccinated to do X, Y, Z. That's it. That's all. Sorry, that's where you live, but that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to throw hundreds of millions of dollars away because you're scared to get a vaccine, I question, do you really like basketball?
There's really nothing I can debate with you on that. I mean, right
no
now.
No debate here. No debate.
I could.
I mean, right now, you know, this year alone, he's supposed to make $36.5 million. And I mean, I obviously am not breaking that down like per game, but that's a big chunk of change per game. It's got to be. What?
And
There's
like,
absolutely.
What is the team supposed
72.
to do when he can't play half of the games? Like he puts
he's
his
not
teammates...
playing any games now.
Sherry, let me do you one better. Let me do you one better. You already lose 41 home games because the state of New York states that if you're not vaccinated, you can't play.
Right. So all those he's out.
So that allows, by math, 41 away games. That does not include games in LA, Sacramento,
can't play in.
Other states that have come. So now that 41 games may have just became 28.
And who knows who else is going to put in more regulations
because
we start
getting
into the winter.
Monkey see, monkey do. These states
exactly. Mm-hmm.
So then let's go to the playoff scenario.
Let's ask Kyrie if he give a fuck.
That's
because he probably doesn't.
Because he doesn't care about his team.
You're going to compromise your humanity for money?
He's holding his team hostage.
There you go.
Right, JB, if they go to playoffs,
and
if they have a playoff thing against a team that is in Sacramento, LA.
No, I'll do you one better.
Kyrie is a grown-ass man. That's his choice.
Right, Brooklyn plays
the Knicks. He can't play at all. Like, he cannot play at all. if Brooklyn plays the Nets in playoff. Now, Terrence, I hear what you're saying up there, but it's beyond that, bro. It's beyond that.
He's holding the team hostage is what he's doing. It's
you can't trade him because nobody wants him if you're not going to be vaccinated. And he doesn't help your team because now he can't play. So what are we doing here?
Exactly.
And don't get me started on those shots and stuff when we've been taking chicken pox and rubella and all that other shit since we was little and never knew what it was. Hell, we drink and don't know what's in it.
I don't really know what's in my LaCroix. Why is there flavor?
So don't give me no stuff about
understand.
vaccinations and all this. I get if you feel how you feel, that's one thing. But the state that you live in is telling you to make a living, you have to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And if you don't want a job, then you don't want a job. But
you don't want a job.
Stop trying to pretend like you're the voice, because that's not what it's about with you. Like, it's not. And it's clear to me that it's not. That's not why he's doing it. He's using that as his catalyst to do it. To justify what he's saying, but that's not the case with this at all. It's easy for anyone to see that. You know, it's not that hard. Like, if you don't want to get vaccinated, don't. That's fine.
Don't.
I'm not against you either way. I'm not opposed. I'm not for. I am all for whatever someone thinks they need to do with their body. Please do it. Please, by any means necessary.
I respect that.
As do I. You know, just don't make it into something that it shouldn't be, which is what a lot of the entire country has done. You know, made it about things that are unnecessary, like, you know, political, things of that nature. We don't need to get into that, obviously, but that's just another thing that I've seen with Kyrie. It's just stop already, man. Stop doing that. Just say yes or no.
Say yes or no, right. And keep on moving. Because Adam Silver said it best. This is not an NBA thing.
I heard
this is a Kyrie Irving thing.
It is.
And he washed his hands of it. And that's what you got to do at this point.
Absolutely.
If that's what your strong belief is, bro, I applaud you and stand firm. But don't hold that team hostage.
Yeah.
Go ahead and retire. Get them that money back so they can go ahead and do what they need to do.
$36.5 million. That's like $450,000 or something like that a game that he's given up. You give me that one game contract,
right?
I'll be good for life. I won't need any more money.
Just give me a 10-day and we all
right. JB wants a few more games.
Yeah, he wants
because I'm gonna take care of us. Give us a 10-day and we good.
More for all of us. Thank you.
Let's let him play all year. But anyway,
right, I'll get that case of Moors at my door.
The Bulls, JB. What are you thinking about this amazing Bulls team that we have this year? 4
undefeated in preseason.
Undefeated preseason.
They look phenomenal.
4 potential All-Stars on the team. Well, no, let me not say potential. 4 All-Stars, period. They've either previously been or so, yes. The concern I have comes down to Billy Donovan in pressure situations. And what I mean by that is if anybody looks at Billy Donovan's record, a lot of people confuse Billy Donovan and say, wait a minute, man, how could you diss Billy Donovan? He took the Oklahoma City Thunder to the finals. And I have to remind them, not so fast. Scott Brooks took the Oklahoma City Thunder to the finals. Every year that Billy Donovan had them, their record progressively got worse. So hopefully Billy has righting his wrongs, or whatever the word is, and he comes out and really, really lets these guys ball. Terrence, Allen, Sherry, we say this all the time. Love the music.
I'm trying to hype you up right now, man.
When you have a Ferrari, you cannot drive the Ferrari like a station wagon. You cannot. You got to let these boys roll. You got to let them go. Foot to the pedal. I love what I saw in the preseason. I do. So I'll be getting a Bulls hat very, very soon.
I've got one. I
bought some Bulls tickets. I'm excited too.
Well, let me know when you're going so man, we can accompany you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're probably not invited though.
Yeah, say
Never invited. Damn.
Y'all
he's gonna take his
y'all
dad.
always
And that's
say
it.
some shit like that.
I gotta fuck with you.
I just invited y'all to go to the
You did.
to the thing on Sunday
I'm
with
out of
Gabe
town
and
though.
Corey.
You gotta go
Watch
around
who's
my
gonna
schedule.
show up. Watch who's gonna show up.
Well, I have a pregame show that I
see,
kind of
yeah.
have to do.
Well, I gotta
I got it.
Yeah,
do
and
this.
JB actually has a real game to play.
So
Playoffs.
what time's your game on Sunday, JB? 9? Looks like I'm doing the pregame by myself. Oh well.
And if we win, we play again.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, if you win, what time do you play again? Like 1
I think
o'clock
it's
or
like
something?
no, it's like 12, 11 or 12.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, Terrence, what do you think the Bulls will have? You don't have to say record-wise, but seed by the end of the season.
Good call. Good question, AB.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I try every once in a while.
You got Atlanta, you got Indiana, Philly.
Philly won't have Ben Simmons, obviously, so we don't have to worry about them.
I would say like maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, Sherry, what do you got?
Oh gosh, don't ask me. I'm just trying not to be in last place apparently.
Well, Terrence, I agree with you. I think they're around the 6th seed, maybe 5.
I will say they will definitely be in the middle of the pack playoff wise in the East. I will give you that much.
But the East is a little better than what you think it is now. It's not the same East that it was. They're starting to get some good teams.
Starting,
especially the top
I'm
tier.
still not a.
You
I'm
got
still
Milwaukee, Atlanta, Philly.
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Atlanta, Philly,
Don't count
Miami.
Philly though. Philly's got their own problems right now.
You got Miami. They just got Kyle Lowry. They're going to be a pretty good team.
Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris.
Morris went there too. They're going to have a good team. Obviously, our Bulls. Indiana's got a great defense.
Indiana. I forgot about
They're no
them.
joke.
So, yeah,
Toronto can make the
probably
playoffs.
like 6 or 7.
I'll give you guys 6. I'll give you guys 6 seed.
like
5 on a good day, 7 on a bad day.
That's kind of.
Let me tell you.
What about Detroit?
Let me break that down a
I
little
said
bit.
I'm trying not to get last.
Well,
Maybe we'll get the last seed.
Let me break that down a little bit.
Y'all gonna get the 9th seed.
Is everybody? Well, no, that's fine because the
seed.
9th seed gets a play-on game. So
I'll take any. I'll get any seed.
What is the last seed out of the playoffs? Is it 10 now?
10th.
10. I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm playing for that.
I want to put this on everybody's head. By default, most people are saying what? Brooklyn, Milwaukee, 1 and 2, no matter the order, right?
Yeah.
Number 3, a lot of people are saying either Atlanta or Miami, right?
Yes.
Then 1 trickles down. 4th is usually Philly.
We didn't even talk about New York either.
We bottom half. But what if we think outside the box a little bit? It's gonna take a little bit of time for Milwaukee to still gel. I'm sorry, for Miami to gel, and Philly without a real Ben Simmons is kind of just like a run of the mill team, right?
Well, it depends on what they get him because they're gonna trade him.
They're gonna try.
And
Yeah,
I'm
who wants
praying,
to take him right now?
Well, right now probably nobody.
The
But
Pistons.
if
Pistons
you
will
get,
probably take him.
if
Well,
you get
according to
Damian
some
Lillard,
reports, he's a little bit more marketable because he did go get vaccinated.
yeah.
Fair.
Kitty.
So he's a little more marketable. But
So if you get like a Damian Lillard maybe out there and he's unhappy early and he starts chirping, I mean, maybe they can make that swap and you could get Damian Lillard on Philly. That would be insane.
we wouldn't see that till February, though, Alan.
No, but we're talking long-term end of the year.
Correct.
Which is why I'm saying that maybe that could be a possibility for them. And it's obviously going to happen earlier than later because
Don't be surprised. I see some people say 7th, 8th. Don't be surprised if the Bulls are anywhere from 3 to 6.
I can
3
get down
being
with
the
that.
highest.
But you have to remember, JB, you said that those other teams had to learn how to gel. The Bulls have to do the same.
They do. But what I saw in preseason, they're a little bit ahead of the curve. Because it's not like they was taking those games for granted.
No, they definitely utilize those minutes, but I feel like you're going to have a completely different set,
You will, but that's why I said a lot of this is on Billy Donovan, which is why I said 3 at the highest.
I'm excited to see
6 at the lowest.
Ball. I'm excited to see Lonzo Ball play with him, man. I'm so excited
to see Lonzo, DeRozan out. I'm excited, man. That's why I got these tickets. I spent like
I'll tell you what, we will not be talking about the Bulls not making the playoffs in any capacity this year.
Every player would have to hurt.
They're going to make the playoffs.
They have one of the bench players ever, Illinois' own Iota Sumu. I know nobody knows anything.
He was decent in preseason.
He was
really decent.
He's a ball dominant kind of guy, though, and once they started giving him the ball, he was making things happen. He's more about his defense there, which is going to help him, but he's probably not going to get minutes. But
is he going to make the 13?
Well, when Kobe White comes back off the injury, that'll change.
He's going to be like 13.
But I see him staying on the active roster. I do.
You do?
100%. Yeah. Now, minutes wise, probably not so much.
6 to 9. 6 to 9.
I don't even think he'll have that. I think he'll have 1 or 2.
So
I was saying while Kobe's hurt.
It's a guard heavy team though, JB.
Why don't we
that's what I'm saying, 6 to 9 minutes while Kobe's
basketball.
But when Kobe comes back, he might.
Why don't we go ahead and get to some shout outs and get up out of here?
He wants to go to bed.
Yes.
No, he doesn't. He wants to go to Taco Tuesday.
Right.
He wants to go to Tilly's.
Yeah, he wants to go to Taco Tuesday. I already know what he wants to do.
Oh, boy.
Not stupid.
I don't want to do any of that. We still got to meet with We got to meet with Diab after this. I forgot.
We do. He's still there.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Well, Sherry, you want to kick it off?
Sure. I don't have a lot to shout out to right now. Lions aren't looking very good. Pistons aren't looking very good.
Neither one of your Lions.
I know one thing
my Nittany Lions had a terrible injury, so
but your Nittany Lions are playing the Illini this week, so
I hope our backup quarterback. Well, we still remember I got our backup quarterback.
Guaranteed win.
It's kind of a rough time for me, guys. Sports wise, this is trying times for me. But shout out to you guys, always having my back. Appreciate the messages of support. Shout out to my cat for tangling himself in my my headphones. But yeah, shout out to Moore's Beers and Harold's. I don't think we've talked about them yet today. But yeah, that's it, man. Diab, Chris, Shawnee, all of my flag peeps that I see in the chat and everybody else in there. Always nice to see those familiar faces. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to watching The Bachelorette tonight because that is opening night, and you guys know as much as I love my sports, I love my Bachelor and Bachelorette and my trash
What is
TV.
that?
It's garbage.
The Bachelorette. It's when there's the woman and all the guys try to win from her. It's the lady version of The Bachelor.
Hey man,
it's like some girly shit.
JB, you never heard
and I
of The
are gonna
Bachelor?
have a little Bachelorette night. Hey.
Oh my God,
Golden
JB.
State, the Lakers.
Party.
He's like, I don't give a crap about that. he's like basketball. What are you talking about? This Bachelorette.
JB, it's on you, Pippin.
It's on me. So first and foremost, always shout out to my fam here on the CCP. Love all y'all. Shout out to moms who are always checking in. Hey, shout out to Bullets. If anybody, Bullets, I hope I'm not out of line, but I just want to shout out prayers. Bullets lost somebody very important in his life, in his family, and I just want all of us to send love and prayers to Bullets. So shout out to you, brother. We're here for you. Continue to reach out. We spoke a little bit earlier. Man, we got you. We're here for you. Hey, shout out to Shawnee. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Diab, our people that's been signing in, checking in with us, rocking with us from day one, always commenting and repping. Love that. Shout out to the Sky. Sorry we couldn't make – I had to go to work, so I couldn't go to the parade. Lightfoot do better next year. That's another story. And shout out to everybody else that just supports the show. You know what I'm saying? SB, my cousin Jimmy that checked in. He called me and was watching the show today. Just shout out to everybody that gives us love and respect. Even though we didn't have a guest today, we still getting it done. We still rocking and talking. So shout out to CCP.
Yeah. Shout out to the haters in the chat that are trying to ruin our day again. Blocked. Bye. Anyway, on to the next. Shout out to my little dog Biddy right here. Hi, Biddy.
Doggy.
She's my little teacup baby. She's been hanging out with me up here. But shout out to everyone in the chat. You guys, obviously, you guys have been awesome tonight. I honestly couldn't keep up half the time because there were so many comments. Obviously, Bears, because we're all frustrated with that. Shout out to the Chicago Sky for bringing it home. Thank you for that. We needed that. Chicago needed an uplift of morality, and we got it with you. Thank you. Shout out to you guys, as always, letting me on here with you. It was fun. Sorry, guys, we didn't have our guest tonight. He had a little issue. That will be rescheduled. It will happen. Those kind of things happen. And shout out again to everybody that watched because we couldn't do it without you. So, and
Absolutely.
obviously my other buddy Peyton here that decided he wanted to be up my butt.
Kitty!
So,
Everyone show their little pets.
no, he's fighting with me now. He's
Zoro's
one of
gonna
those
murder
tough
me.
lovers. Like he's like always all over me, but then as soon as I start petting him, he's clawing me and biting me. But he does it out of love, though.
Sound like a woman. Ooh.
Yeah.
AB Chris has said like 4 things, and yeah, you're not catching. You got to catch up.
Yeah. Chris.
Hey, great job, Chris, man. Love your energy. Love your knowledge,
Chris.
man.
And moms, we love you. Yes, we do. 100%.
Awesome
Always.
job, Chris.
Always.
So I'll give my shout outs real quick. DL, Shiny Chris, Moms, Bullets.
Shut up, JP.
Who else was in the chat that I missed?
There, my buddy Chris Lenz was in the chat.
Chris, yes. I saw that
Chris
name.
Lenz.
Oh, Manny.
Manny was
And
trying to
Manny.
get in. Manny had
Man,
problems.
get your connection issues fixed, man. Your shit's terrible. Get it fixed. Get you in here next time, and
We had Bullets in
you
there
can
too.
sound off.
But apparently Bullets thinks that the Lakers game is more important than us, which is wrong. I mean, you can go to that, 3 times a week? You can watch a Lakers game. There's only one CCP a week. Come on, man. Come on.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, well.
My man Chris, appreciate you, bro. Any family that's watching. I forgot about the lurkers. Lurkers, we appreciate y'all too. Everybody that's in the chat, and then the lurkers that are not in the chat but they watching, we appreciate y'all too.
Or the
Any
ones that
family
listen to it
of
tomorrow.
mine, any blood family of mine that's watching, I usually don't get family support, but if you are watching, I appreciate y'all. I don't know who the hell you are.
Get tons
You
of
didn't say
family
anything. But and shout out to our guests who did not come for unknown reasons. Rosevelt Colvin.
Catch you on the backside, brother.
Really call that dude Rosie.
He'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
Catch him on the backside. Ain't nothing to
Call him Rosie if you want to. But shout out to him. Shout out to you all.
Buddy.
No show without you, Share Bear, and JB and AB, and bobblehead Brian Urlacher.
Bobblehead Brian Urlacher.
You know what? No one ever gives him love. Ever.
I just gave him some love.
It's about damn time.
Little bobblehead Brian Urlacher.
Hey, but
Filling your chat though, like what is he on?
This is how he is with me 24/7, and now he's gonna try to bite my arm because I'm not petting him. That's what he does. But a real quick funny story. One of the first times I hung out with Terrence and JB, we had a night meeting and we were on the StreamYard talking, and I had the lights off. So when I had the lights off, I think it was Terrence. He goes, is there someone standing right next to you? He swore to God there was like a little kid standing right next to me. He thought that I was like literally having some toddler just watch me in the dark. And I'm like, no, it's my Brian Urlacher bobblehead. He goes, what? No, it's not. I had to go turn the damn light on to show him what it was.
I don't remember that story, but it's funny as hell, though.
We were all kind of having a couple that night.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was hilarious, though. Like that was one of my funniest moments with you ever, man. When you're like, "Is that a person standing next to you, or what is that?" Yeah, too many of those.
Yeah, that's funny.
Here we go.
That was for Sherry and Chris.
Yes, sir.
I'm petty like that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
You can put a bow on it.
Shit, I don't even know who's going to be on next week. It's just going to be a surprise.
You got a special one coming up on Thursday that you got to.
I thought. Oh, Thursday, yeah.
Pretty
everybody tune in on Thursday, 2:00 p.m. I'm going to have Warren Sapp. I'm going to talk to Warren Sapp.
Man.
Hall of Famer.
I hope I can make it.
And Super Bowl champion after he left Tampa. But this is going to be a fun conversation. I don't know who's joining me. Am I doing it by myself?
I'm going to try.
I'm going to try to reschedule my appointment.
I'm going to definitely try.
This might be the best, shortest pod ever.
So, I mean, I can handle it if y'all busy. If y'all too busy to talk to a Hall of Famer.
I mean, you know. Some of us have.
I gotta try to move stuff around. I wasn't
have
expecting in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
shit, I wasn't either.
I have a lunch break and I'm gonna take it.
Yes.
I might actually call in while I'm mowing a lawn. I might just have my phone in front of me while I'm doing it. Be like, hey, so what do you like about Tampa? Like, wait,
I'm not too busy for you.
So yeah, that's what we got going on Thursday. So tune in. It'll be a fun conversation. Join the conversation. We will have a link provided to the chat. And that's it.
That's all she wrote.
Yep.
All right.
So nothing special. We out.
We're out.
This is Sherry, and you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything about sports, but they really don't know shit.